Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. It is Crystal here. I'm just here because I want to do a code review with you. The code review is going to be the stoplight question. But before I do the stoplight question, I just wanted to go over a few things in statistics. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the uniform distribution. And the uniform distribution is a probability distribution in which every value between an interval from A to B is equally likely to be chosen. The probability that we will obtain a value between x1 and x2 on an interval from A to B can be found using the formula P, obtain the value between x1 and x2 equals x2 minus x1 over b minus a, and they give you a little square on how to do that. To calculate probabilities related to the uniform distribution in Python, we can use the scipystats.uniform function, which uses the following basic syntax. Scipystats.uniform brackets x log scale, where x is the value of the uniform distribution, log is the minimum position about minimum possible value, and log plus scale is the maximum possible value. Following examples show how to use this function. So I'm not going to go over the following example because we're going to do the stoplight question. And when we do the stoplight question, then what we will do is we will go over an example. But we're also going to go over something called the cumulative distribution function. This is something that is also used. It says, what is a cumulative distribution function in statistics? The cumulative distribution function is used to describe the probability distribution of random variables. It can be used to describe the probability for a discrete, continuous, or mixed variable. It is obtained by summing up the probability density function and getting the cumulative probability for a random variable. So that is your cumulative distribution function. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into some R, and because the question was originally posed in R because I'm taking a statistics course, and R is a statistical programming language made for statisticians. So what we'll do is we will go over the stoplight question. Said there is only one stoplight between home and school in the morning. It regularly cycles among green 175 seconds, yellow 5 seconds, and red 180 seconds. Given that I stop at the light, what is the probability that I wait at most 60 seconds? And the answer to that is P unif brackets 60 for 60 seconds, comma min for minimum value, which is 0, comma max for maximum value, which is 180. And the answer to that is 0.33333, which is 1/3. So what I did was I took the stoplight question and I translated it into Python. And so here's the stoplight question in Python. So what we have to do is they say from scipy.stats import uniform, and then the formula is uniform.cdf brackets x is 60, which is the maximum value, comma log is 0, which is the minimum value, comma scale is 180, which is the maximum value, minus uniform.cdf x is 0, which is the minimum value, comma log equals 0, which is the minimum value, comma scale equals 180, which is the maximum value. And then so you write what probability I wait up to 60 seconds, and that's a 33% or 1/3. So you get exactly the same answer using R that you used in Python, but in Python you had to do it differently. In Python you had to subtract the minimum value from the maximum value to come up with that answer. So that was very interesting. So if you want to know how they did it in Statology, they give you a bus stop question, and there's your answer with the bus stop question. Suppose the bus shows up at a bus stop every 20 minutes. If you arrive at the bus stop, what is the probability that the bus will show up in 8 minutes or less? And to use Python code, you from scipy.stats import uniform. And you say uniform.cdf x equals 8, that's your maximum value, comma, log equals 0, which is your minimum value, comma, scale equals 20, which is your maximum value, minus uniform.cdf x equals 0, which is your minimum value, comma, log equals 0, which is your minimum value, comma, scale equals 20, which is your maximum value. And they give you answer of 0.4. So the probability of 8 minutes or less is 0.4. And they give you another question which I didn't do, and another question which I didn't do. I just stopped at the first question because I got the information that I wanted, which is I wanted to translate the code from R to Python, which is what I was able to do. So there you go. There's your stoplight question, and it relates to uniform distribution. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, but I would like to thank all of my subscribers for supporting my channel. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for watching my code review. I look forward to making more code reviews for you in the future.